You probably heard a lot of stories about thieves taking stuff from people's homes, robbing banks, stealing from companies and the likes, mainly money. But this time we got a different story where a bunch of no good thieves decided to go for the big haul here. They decided that it's worth a lot of risk to go and rob a truck full of Nintendo Switch 2s. It's only been about a few weeks since the Switch 2 has been released, and it's gotten some pretty good positive feedback. And since it's such a hot console right now, they're starting to get a bit antsy, and scalpers and people are trying to steal them to try and make a quick profit. And now, what recently just came out, what I saw was about $1.4 million of Switches have been stolen from a truck. I don't know how the fuck they did that. Nearly 3,000 Switch 2s were stolen from a truck, which is insane. I don't know how you're able to get away with all of that merchandise and just from just one truck. It almost feels like it was kind of an inside job because I don't even think people know what's in these trucks when they see people deliver stuff. Like, it's either really blank or it really just says like if it's for Walmart or for groceries or stuff like that, which is really weird. It's even weirder to think that they can get away with 3,000 consoles without the driver having not noticed it. So I have the article pulled up here on IGN, which so part of me kind of thinks that this happened in the middle of the night, maybe when the driver was sleeping, which still doesn't really make sense because I would think that the driver could notice or hear when his truck is opening. I don't really know. I'm not a truck driver, but it's really insane. It's really sad to see the kind of lengths people will go to just to kind of make a quick buck. And I bet you anything that these people are going to get caught really fast because they're going to try and sell a bunch of them online. And if it was like from a certain location to where this driver stopped, it'll really narrow it down to where these people are. I don't see why you'd want to do that. Like, people are treating these Nintendo Switch 2 consoles like it's freaking smuggling drugs across the border at this point. It makes no sense. And I'm pretty sure like the drivers have to go through checkpoints every so often to kind of check the merchandise to give updates on things to make sure like if something is stolen that they can backtrack to where they can find where the crime took place. So it says that this guy was going from Nintendo of America's headquarters to a Texas GameStop. Hell yeah, that's my home state. And this happened when he was mid-route in Colorado. So I don't really know where Nintendo of America is, but it's like a 1,300 mile drive. That's what he had to do. So it was a long time. Apparently he wasn't aware that he was transporting Nintendo stock to different GameStops. So that must have come as a surprise to him. And I guess this is more common now with certain game consoles because this happened a long time ago when PS5 released, which I don't know why. You're basically trying to sell a bunch of consoles that you're going to up the price in that no one's probably going to want to buy, but I guess some people will buy it, but they'll know that you're a scalper. And it is just insane. I'm still like, I want to know how they did it because this was a pretty insane heist. This is like some GTA level shit. Wait, I bet you anything that maybe they freaking went on a train and they caught the train going past the truck midway. And then when they got on top of it, they leaped over, drilled a hole in the top, covered it up, and just like airlifted these Switches out. I feel like that would be a much cooler story, but not much has been said. I think they're just waiting to see what happens here. But yeah, like, let me look here. Yeah, everyone's saying like driver was in on it, or have Nintendo put a bunch of fake boxes in there to kind of throw off thieves, which maybe that would be a good idea, to be completely honest with you. But all in all, this was a pretty insane heist. One of the biggest ones I've ever seen. People would usually go for money, but no, they're going for consoles that are used for kids. So times have changed, not gonna lie. And yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'll probably make an update on this if they ever put something out, but this is just insane. So yeah. On that though, thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.